What are rain gardens and why should you have them? When we first moved here, every time it rained, we would have puddles of water for days on our sidewalk. And so we were interested in a sustainable way to move water out. And hence came the rain garden. The way this rain garden is built is pretty extravagant, and that's because of our needs with how much water we needed to divert. You can do this in a small space, or you could do it on a larger scale like this one I have here. So we've got two rain gardens, one here and one at the very end of the street. At the very bottom of this rain garden, we have a 1 foot wide perforated pipe that connects this rain garden all the way down underneath this gravel to the other garden and then to city water. What happens with this rain garden is when it rains, water's going to move to the lowest point, in which case it's these rain gardens. And the way that we built these is we excavated about 6 feet of soil, and then we backfilled with a small gravel, a large gravel, and then a very sandy soil mix. So this has got incredible drainage. Down here we have just gravel. So water also drains very beautifully along here. And of course the perforated pipe is there. So it's just like one big drainage pit. If you have a problem with drainage where you want to put your raised beds, gravel might be an excellent option for you. In that case, you would want to remove 6 inches of dirt, backfill with 3 inches of sand, landscape fabric, and then 3 inches of gravel. That way, whenever it rains heavily, the water's going to move to that gravel, and then it's going to soak back into the soil underneath, and you're not going to be walking in puddles. There are a variety of plants that thrive in this rain garden setting. These sorts of plants can thrive in extreme drought or in puddles for days. And some examples of plants that I have here are irises, crinum, also known as spider lily, ornamental grasses, rose mallow, hibiscus, and I'll give you a tour of some of these individual plants as we go. Mallow hibiscus, which is actually edible and medicinal, but I do have a bunch of ornamental grasses here. The crinum lily, which is currently in bloom, and a bunch of irises, which when in bloom are just gorgeous, along with some sweet spire, which is a native to our area. Maintenance of these gardens is very easy. I just have to keep them weed free. And then of course in the winter time my grasses will turn brown, my perennials might turn brown, and I cut them all the way back, and we've got a beautiful garden for the rest of the year. Another angle, this is our gravel driveway, and over here is the second rain garden with the sweet spire. Here we've got some purple fountain grasses that we don't have on the other side, some zebra fountain grass, some more irises, this really beautiful duranta. And then we keep this open for the fire hydrant, but the pipe goes all the way to our city water. So there you have our 2 rain gardens and our gravel driveway for the most efficient drainage. Now when it rains, even the most heaviest of storms, we have maybe an afternoon of water and then it moves away. When we move on, I wanted to show you this little rain garden that I had made but had not yet planted. We created this little walkway and planted it with mint because we can never have enough mint. And then we have a crack in our driveway and always puddles here. So here we took out about 3 feet of soil, backfilled with gravel closer to this area. This area here is the deepest, and then filled it back up with soil. So ideally, this space would be perfect for irises or sedum or any other drought or water-loving plant. And this is just another example of how you could do a small rain garden as an easy solution to some drainage problems.